welcome back to another video, and thank you again for joining me here through our journey throughout Heavensward. If you remember last time, we ended up completing both the trials for both brothers, Artael and Amanaline, and it ended about as well as can be expected from both of them. So we are now moving on to the next part of this stage where we're actually going to be earning our black chocobo. For many people, once Heavensward came out, this was before flying was available in all locations. The black chocobo was really the first chocobo that we were able to obtain that could fly. Eventually they added added other flying mounts, and eventually they just made all the mounts fly, and then they made everything like accessible throughout the rest of the different zones through a Realm Reborn zone. So that took a long time, but thank you, dev team, for making it so much easier for us to be able to get around places. So here we are, we're back at Fort Tom's Manor. We have Claire here, and we have the stewards. Let's go ahead and speak with him. The quest is called Divine Intervention. The Fortum Steward looks as though he has something to say. Yeah, so we get the compass as well. Mistress Faye, the Lord the Count desires to speak with you regarding your time with Lord Artael and Lord Amanaline. If you would remain here for but a moment. And we get some cutscenes too. I love that.
The hero returns. I cannot thank you enough for saving young Amanaline's life. Aye, he told me everything. I've also received letters from both House Zamail and Durandare praising your conduct, and that of House Forton. You've won us much honor, my friend.
So all in all, everything was going good till now.
My lord.
What is it? Speak.
Pray forgive the intrusion, my lord, but I bring grave tidings. Master Alphinaud and Mistress Tataru have been detained on suspicion of fomenting heresy.
Of course they were.
What? Explain.
They were observed entering a tavern in the lower levels on some half-dozen occasions. There, it is claimed, they made a number of inquiries. Inquiries which brought them into contact with certain, elements. 'Twas this which prompted a Knight of the Heavensward to demand that they be questioned. Sir Grinno, my lord.
Grinno.
Sir Grinno is a brute. An exceedingly accomplished brute, but a brute nonetheless. Alas, he is also a son of House Zamail. How quickly we forget the petty nature of men. I'd wager your friends are no more than pawns in another of my countrymen's games. Such is the way of things between the high houses.
Oh boy. Though you have won the hearts and minds of many of my countrymen, there are those who will never be swayed. Men who will dismiss your efforts and resent your successes even as we celebrate them. 'Tis like that one such member of House Demeyer is manipulating Sir Grinno, for he is not a man to dabble in politics of his own volition. He may genuinely believe your friends to be guilty, though I am quite certain his masters know better. Yet the truth will avail us naught if we cannot prove their innocence. You would do well to speak with Sir Emmerich at the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. He will know more of these charges. I know as little as you do of the situation, Mistress Faye. Sir Emmerich, however, will surely know more. Oh. Just when we were having a nice little moment there before, you had to go and ruin it. But really, I mean, Alphinaud is only 16, and I'm guessing that Tataru is probably around the same age, if not younger. I mean, I don't know for sure. I'll have to do some research on that, but honestly, the way that they judge people is so stupid. This is the real reason why I think that Never have the church in charge of governments. Never. It never ends well. And I just realized I went to the wrong place. Oh no. Come on, let's go back. Alright, this is the right one. Oh, Hashafon! I was expecting to see you here. Claire, I had but this moment resolved to go and fetch you. I presume you have heard what happened then. Unfortunately, yes. It has been too long, Claire. Would that this visit came under happier circumstances. You have come to plead for Master Alphinaud and Mistress Tataru, I take it? Why else would we be here other than to visit you? Word of their detainment reached us while I was delivering my report on the Vanu Primal. Truly I know not which is more ludicrous, these charges or that flying feathered whale. That Sir Greno accusations are baseless, I have no doubt. Refuting them will be difficult, however, as he is a knight of the Heavensward. I speak of the personal guard of the Archbishop, the 12 finest knights in all of Ishgard, sworn to serve his eminence alone. Suffice it to say, their testimony is unimpeachable, and I have not the authority to challenge their actions. After all the Scions have done, routing the heretics and defeating Shiva, helping us to defend the steps of faith and drive back the Dravanian horde, after proving themselves true allies on countless occasions, is there naught that we can do? I fear there is but one path left to us. We must demand a trial by combat. But of course. In a trial by combat, sanctioned by the Inquisition, the victor's claim is judged true regardless of the petitioner's standing. Under Ishgardian law, a trial by combat pits the accuser against the accused. In this instance, Master Alphinaud and Mistress Tataru would be expected to face Sir Greno and a second of his choosing, another knight of the Heavensward most like. 2 of them? By the Fury, that can hardly be considered fair. Master Alphinaud's magical talents will not have gone unnoticed, meaning that he will have no choice but to participate. Mr. Tataru, on the other hand, is quite obviously bereft of martial skill and should be afforded the right to name a champion to fight in her stead. Least you doubt, I am ready and willing to serve in this capacity, as I am sure is Lord Hoshafont. But all here present know that you are the most accomplished warrior among us, and mayhap in the realm at large. Well, that's big praise from him. Then it is settled. I will visit Master Alphinaud at once and inform him of our intentions. Claire, meet me at the tribunal when you have made ready. Until then, my friend. That is such a stupid way to handle things, though. The trial will be held at the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitionary Doctrine. I will be in attendance, as will many others, with a vested interest in the outcome. Sit not in your preparations, my friend. The Knights of the Heavensward will prove a stern test even for one such as you. What is with these long names, these long titles of all these places? Sir Emmerich has told me much more about you. Suffice it to say, my expectations are high. That they should regard the Scions with such suspicion even after you stood up with us on the steps of faith, it is bad comedy. Yet unlike the grave injustice you suffered in Udal, this wrong may swiftly be righted. Yeah, I mean, imagine if you are an accomplished warrior, like a former knight or something, and you end up killing somebody just for the sake of it. And you end up being pit against, like, another lower knight, I don't know, just because, and you end up winning, you're allowed to walk free. That's an example there. That is so stupid. Because in their minds, Helone can't be wrong. Like, she stands with the justice. She stands with those who are just and true, so she will ensure that the battle is fair. So if you lose, then you're guilty. If you win, you're innocent. That's such a stupid way to do it. I mean, it gets things done pretty quickly, but Still, I can only imagine how many innocent people had to die because of this stupid practice. Okay, and yes, this is another one of the instant duties. Listen carefully, Claire. When the trial begins, the petitioner will ask to reinstate his charges and the accused invited to respond. Then, in accordance with the law, they will be asked to restate their request for a trial by combat. Once the High Adjudicator acknowledges Mrs. Tataru's right to name a champion, that is when you must make your entrance. Oh, I cannot wait to see the look on Sir Grino's face when he sees his true opponent. It will be priceless. More seriously, should you begin to lose heart, look to me in the stands, and I shall cheer so loud you will wonder how you could ever have contrived to doubt yourself. Now, are you ready? He's a gem. He's just precious. Okay, that statue of Helone. Oh, she looks so scared. They should be ashamed of themselves.
We are gathered here today under the watchful gaze of the Fury to ascertain the guilt of 2 souls in a trial by combat. Petitioners, step forward. Sir Grino, for the benefit of all here present, I would ask you to repeat the charges which you have leveled against this man and this woman.
I, Sir Grino de Zemile, brother of the Heavensward, did bear witness to these 2 foreigners consorting with heretics.
You think they'd be questioning why there are heretics in the city, then? That's sloppy work.
Let the accused step forward. Alphinaud, Tataru, you have heard the charges leveled against you. Will you take up arms to refute Sir Grino's claim, and thereby prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men?
I, Alphinaud, am innocent of this charge, and claim my right to trial by combat.
I, Tataru, am innocent of this charge. But I am no warrior and cannot fight. So, I claim the right to name a champion.
To the old and the infirm, the young and the weak, this right we allow. Very well.
I bet they didn't see this coming.
Just as I was beginning to doubt the efficacy of the Ishgardian justice system. Come, my friend. Let us put an end to this mummer's farce.
Well, they can't do anything.
Render unto us your judgment. Raise up the righteous, and cast down the wicked.
Oh, it's gonna be good. Can't wait. Oop. I shall do what I can to support you, Claire. Now let us teach these noble sirs the folly of bearing false witness. Well, well, who do we have here? This one is mine, Sir Grino. Go and play with the boy. Bloody waste of. Come on then, you wanted this, remember?
I have my pride.
Yeah, that surprised me too when I first played through this, because that was the first time we actually heard their voices like that. Like in an instance duty like this, anyway. Had enough of your tricks. Oh no. Gotta get rid of the chain. Claire, Alphinaud's in trouble. Yeah, I can see Tataru right there. Ah, fine champion you are. Okay, so first off, we just focus on the second knight here. Just look out. Yeah, I need to focus on the fight. So
Down with you!
ooh. And then... That's okay, Alphinaud can heal himself. Yeah, that was just a cute little idea I had, like when I was playing through Shadowbringers, because Alphinaud, in the trust system, he's a healer. Spoilers for you there, but I think that maybe he chose to become more of a healer so he could help support his friends, which I found so sweet. And yeah, that wasn't so bad. Not so high and mighty now, are you? I mean, we won! The Fury has spoken. Alphinaud Levier, Tataru, you are hereby acquitted of all charges. Blessed are we who receive of her wisdom and see justice wrought by her divine hand. Petitioners accused, go forth in peace. Delivered from an untimely demise yet again. My thanks, as always. Oh. Oh, Chiffon! Oh, this is it! This is the moment! By the Fury, what a splendid victory! To see how you strove in the face of adversary, two brave young souls bound together by the pleasant bonds of camaraderie, why, it stirred me to the very depths of my soul. Having been treated to such a rousing spectacle, it seems only right that I present you with a humble token of mine admiration. Pray receive of me this chocobo whistle. With it, you may summon a black chocobo, fully trained and ready to fly. There she is! Oh! I already have a name picked out for her, too. Magnificent, is she not? Strong, yet sleek. Elegant, yet eager. What say you, Claire? Will you take her for your steed? Yeah, so that is confirmed that the black chocobo is a girl. Lord Chiffon, chocobos are prohibited in the supreme sacred tribunal of Hellenic inquisitory doctrine. Your steed must remain outside. You're no fun. But he still reaches out to pet it. Oh, that's so sweet, though. Yeah, I chose the name of Hugin for this one, because my own chocobo, my company chocobo, I named Munion. So, Hugin, Mugen, they're actually the names of the ravens of Odin. I don't know, it just seemed to fit. Okay, so we have the black chocobo, we can start to fly. Flying given region, you must first attune to all the local ether currents. To find the currents, we need the compass, which he also gave us. And we're also going to have to complete several quests in order to earn some of them as well. So yeah, that was a lot of fun trying to hunt them all down the first time, so I get to do it again. And should you lose the compass, you can always go to the Forgotten Knight. Okay, to get another one. Funny thing is, I still have the original. I always keep it there, you know, just in case. And there it is. Okay, disclosure. That's going to be the next quest. Lord Chiffon thinks you could do with a well-deserved rest. Black chocobos are all well and good, but the true reward for your efforts is the exoneration of your comrades. They shall be released upon the completion of certain minor formalities, which I mean to see to personally. In the meantime, pray return to Hortum's Manor. The Count has done so already and will doubtless be eager to discuss the day's events. Rest assured that Master Alphinaud and Mistress Tataru are no longer in danger. They will join you at the manor anon. And the Heavensward are probably back nursing their wounds right now and probably fuming at what happened. Probably wondering how we beat them so easily. At least we don't have to go too far. Oh, everyone's waiting for us. Brings me joy to see you in good health, Mistress Faye. So polite. Are you trying to become the talk of the city? Because if you are, you're doing an admirable job of it. I was not present at the trial, but my father told me of your performance. He said you were a wonder to behold. And from him, that's also high praise. Alone smiles on us yet again, Mistress Faye, guiding you to victory and setting your comrades free. I confess I did fear for your safety, which is not to say I doubted your prowess, you understand. I merely knew the strength of your opponents. You have a habit of exceeding my expectations. I think he's coming around. Besting two of the Heavensward while the city's elite looked on? By the fury, anyone who hasn't been paying attention to you will surely be doing so from now on. My lord? We have just received a message from the vault. His Eminence, the Archbishop, requests the presence of Mistress Faye. An invitation from the Archbishop? What an honor. Personal summons is indeed a great honor. Given recent events, you would be wise not to delay. Go, Mistress Faye, we shall speak anon. Ooh. A priest will be waiting for you outside the vault. Identify yourself to him and he will escort you inside. Oh, right. Don't worry about Masters Alphinaud and Mistress Tataru. We will tend to them when they return from the tribunal. I was not present at the trial, and yeah, so we... Pretty much the same thing that he was saying before. So, the Archbishop. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that. So, the Archbishop is basically the king here. I mean, they don't call him a king. He's not like the president or the mayor or anything. But he pretty much rules like a king. I mean, he kind of has rules over his head because, again, it is the church, but still. Whatever he says goes. We are honored to receive you, Mistress Faye. This way, please. Oh, another cutscene. What a cold, empty room this is.
Your Eminence, it is my honor to present to you the Warrior of Light. I have heard the tales of your many grand endeavors.
The Lord Commander has also been most effusive in his praise. I am Thorin VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, and I bade you come here that I might offer my personal apologies.
He just seems so nice here.
You will forgive me for not calling upon you as courtesy would dictate. But, as you can see, my more sprightly days are long behind me. But I digress. Your companions were wrongly accused of heresy and subjected to gross indignities. This, I am sorry to say, was the result of negligence on the part of our nation's protectors. Negligence born of an excess of zeal. Is that not so, Sir Zephyrin?
Yes, Your Eminence. Regrettably, it would appear that we of the Heavensward were in receipt of erroneous information.
Damn.
Sir Grinno has ever been headstrong. He pressed charges before the truth had been ascertained, for which I most sincerely apologize.
He sounds like a little kid that's being made to apologize for doing something stupid.
An unfortunate misunderstanding born of an earnest desire to serve Ishgard, but one which should never have occurred. For who could doubt the character of those who bested Shiva and drove the Horde from the steps of faith? Not I. That much is certain. That will be all, Sir Zephyrin. I would speak with our guest in private.
Your Eminence, As you wish, Your Eminence. That will be all for today.
He's worried. I can tell.
Privacy is a luxury rarely afforded one in my position. Now tell me, young lady, what do you know of the Ascians? Much and more, I shouldn't wonder. Being the bringer of light. You should know that I myself have met with them. Have entertained them as guests, even.
Well, he's certainly not hiding anything. Well, he's being very open about the Ascians at the very least.
Those harbingers of chaos and strife offered us power that we might continue our war against the dragons. I have no intention of aiding their cause, of course, nor less of being their puppet.
He's smart. I can definitely give him that. He's clever.
Yet, were I to refuse them outright, I should learn naught of their true objectives and remain powerless to stop them. Thus have I hearkened to their words with interest and paid lip service to their beliefs, biding my time and preparing for the inevitable conflict.
You did a very good job. They didn't suspect a thing.
And why do I tell you this? Because there is naught in this world they fear more than the power of the Warrior of Light.
It makes me wonder if they already know about the 14th member.
If we are to rid ourselves
they can recognize
of these
that.
vile interlopers, we must need work together. With our combined strength, I have faith that we can wrest Eorzea from their grasp and pave the way for a lasting peace. Think on it.
He seems so kind here. I really, really wanted to like him. What time is it? Oh, okay. So I'm going to have to wrap this up very soon. So I think that we'll go ahead and finish it early. I know it's not as long as like some of the previous ones, but that's okay. We'll make up for it for the next one. But I remember what the next quest is going to be coming, rushing in with, so I'm looking forward to that part. Yep, everyone was waiting for us, or at least these two were waiting for us. Okay, Tataru. I nearly cried when you stepped towards the tribunal, Claire. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, how can we ever let something bad happen to you, Tataru? Alphinaud?
There you are. I confess, I was more than a little concerned when I learned that you had been summoned to the vault. What did they want with you? Well, well. A formal apology and an admonishment of those responsible. I see my fears were wholly misplaced.
Not quite. You're gonna love this.
By the gods! The Archbishop freely admits to consorting with Ascians. So, their ambitions extend to Ishgard as well.
I like how the steward is just standing behind, pretending not to notice that.
We will have new primals to contend with ere long, of that you may be certain. 'Tis but a matter of time. Yet shorn of the support of our missing allies, what can we realistically hope to achieve?
In the midst of all the excitement, I completely forgot to tell you. When I was asking around about the Scions, I heard the most awful rumor. General Reborn is to be executed for crimes against the Sultanate.
Yep, Reborn is in trouble, so we gotta go save him now.
We will lose a staunch ally, and the one man capable of holding the Sultana's assassins to account. Lord Orchiphon was wise to counsel restraint, but this business will brook no delay. We cannot permit this execution to take place. We must save Reborn.
Yeah, with everything in Ishgard going to be quiet for a little while, now it's probably the best time to do it anyway. So yes, the next quest, we're going to be busting back into Udal and rescuing Reborn. That's going to be fun. So I think we'll go ahead and cut it there. I got somewhere I'm going to have to go right now, but thank you all so much for watching. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, the groundwork has already been laid. We just have to follow this through to the very end. So until next time, everyone, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, Endwalker is just right around the corner. We're almost 3 weeks away now. So until then, everyone, you take care and have an amazing rest of your day. Bye-bye.